Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas, I am a regional flight attendant, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for the support, I do appreciate it. Today I begin a 2-day trip. I just got off a 5-day trip yesterday, and I picked up a 2-day trip to be off for 4th of July weekend. You know, a little bit later on, I'll explain to how I am able to do it and the different regulations that we are governed by as aviation workers, especially pilots and flight attendants. Today I do 3 legs, basically all to Harrisburg, and I end up in Harrisburg tonight. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on, and we'll get to talking about Harrisburg. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Harrisburg. It's a little bit after 12 o'clock. Today was sort of uneventful. On my way back from Harrisburg to Atlanta, we were in a 50-minute holding pattern because of weather. And what a holding pattern is basically when no planes can land at the airport because of either A, it's too busy, there's no gates, there's too many flights coming out that needs to come out, or weather has stopped planes from going in. So we have to basically circle around an area for a certain amount of time until air traffic control gives us the okay to land. So we had to do that for 50 minutes, and immediately all the time when my head goes to this holding pattern is like, is anybody checking on the fuel? Like, I'm sitting in the front, so you can hear the pilots talking and laughing. They was up there kikiing, and I'm like, are y'all keeping an eye on this fuel to make sure we got enough fuel so we don't run out of fuel and we just go down? That's how my mind automatically thinks when we go into a holding pattern, is there somebody watching that fuel? But other than that, that was it. Today marks day, well, since it's the next day, today's marked day 7 of me working consecutively. And I know a lot of people thinking like, how can you work 7 days consecutively? So what it is, everything in aviation is regulated by the FAA, like to the T. So let's say, for instance, if I wanted to work, it's hard because there's so many stipulations that you have to follow. And I know it's for safety reasons because you can fatigue and get tired, and it can be a safety issue. So what it's called is this 24/7 rule. And that's how I remembered it in training. Basically, for every 7 days, you have to have 24 hours off. It doesn't matter if you have a 3-day, then you have 24 hours off, and then you have another 4-day, you can do it like that. So mine was on the end of a 5-day, and I had to have 24 hours off in order to be able to pick this 2-day up. So that's how I was able to do it, the 24/7 rule. But and I know why they do that, because I've met 2 people here who put their schedule to where they had 150 hours every month. Now that is very, very, very hard here at the regional because our routes are not that long. So what they did was they only had 4 days off. So basically a day off in between each trip, and they was working 150 hours. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that if they can work 7 days consistently without no hitch, no nothing, they would do it, because, you know, some people have things that they want to pay for, some things that they want to save up for, something like that, whatever. I'm not, no. And tomorrow is just a deadhead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the earlier flight out, and I have the non-rev on it, and I just check the seats, and it's enough seats. I should be able to get on. Mine and more, and it's 9 seats, so I'm not too much worried about it. And if you're asking, like, if you have a deadhead, why can't you just deadhead on this one? Here's why. Again, as I stated, everything is regulated by the FAA. So legally, I have to have at least 10 hours of rest, or 9. It can go down to 9 on reduced rest, or 8, which is reduced rest, but I have to have 10 hours of rest, basically. And being that this is not within the 10 hours, technically crew scheduling cannot do it because it'll be illegal, but I can go on my own and non-rev and do it that way. But they can't put me on a positive space seat because it's not legal for them to do it. So that is why. So, but if the seats wouldn't look good, like it was only one seat left, I would have just slept in and just took the regular deadhead where I had a positive space at, but I don't have to do that. So right now, all I'm doing is basically a grocery list. So when I get off, I can go to the grocery store. That way I can cook for the 4th of July, which is just the reason why I'm working 7 consecutive days. So I don't have to work the 4th of July weekend, because my supposedly my uncle's supposed to always have a get together on the 4th of July weekend, which would be this Saturday. And, you know, it's been a minute since I've actually been able to do a function with my family. So that's why I went on ahead and did what I did with my schedule, in which, again, so another reason why I love this job is the flexibility that I can do stuff like that. But other than that, that's all I'm doing right now. Oh, also I'm planning for my vacation. My vacation is in September, and I've been here 3.5 years, so I have 13 days technically, which I can turn them into 17 days, because what I can do is I can email cruise planning the month that my vacation is and say I want one of my off days to be the day before my vacation and the day after, so that'll give me, basically my first vacation will be actually 9 days. But I'm not gonna say where I'm going, because you just have to watch the video when I do it. And I'm thinking about doing a different type of vlog for my vacation when I do go on vacation. So it may take a little bit longer for me to edit and put it out. Then again, I might surprise myself and get it on the first couple of times, and it gets put out right after my vacation, after I take it. But yeah, so I'm not gonna, don't ask, so I'm not gonna tell. What I will say is that I won't be able to go to that country until August. September is when my affiliate airline flies directly there out of Atlanta. And that's about all you're gonna get from me out of this on my vacation. So I've been doing a lot of planning for my vacation. And I think, what's this month? June, July, it was gonna be July, August. So I still have a little bit, 2 months to continue the planning. But other than that, I'm trying to get these little 2 hours of sleep in. I might not go to sleep at all, period, and just sleep on the plane. And I'll see you guys in the morning once I get up. Good morning, everybody. So it's day 7, it's go home day. As you can see, I'm not wearing a uniform because I'm only deadheading. They can't change me, they can't do anything, because this is what the schedule required, you know, for me when I picked it up. And basically, I'm getting paid, let me take this out. I'm getting paid 4 hours for today just to deadhead back to Atlanta because of midday pay that we have now. So, you know, it is what it is. We're getting ready to board. I don't have a seat assignment yet, but I'm not worried because there's enough seats on board for me to get on. So, and then of course it's on our plane, so the captain is going to make sure that I do get a seat regardless. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on, because I do have to tell you what happened at the beginning of this 2-day and why I had to park in the parking deck at the airport. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Hello everybody, so this concludes my easy 2-day that I have. I'm in my car in the parking deck, and the reason why I am in the parking deck instead of in the employee parking lot is yesterday I left the house in plenty of time, stopped at the store, went to Quick Trip to get a slushie, and on my way to work there was an accident. Now I probably could have made it to the gate on time had I not gone to the store, but again, I didn't know that there was an accident because I left the house in plenty of time. So, but I didn't go to the employee parking lot, because if I would have went there, I probably would have never made it to the gate until probably 30 minutes prior, 35 minutes prior. So I didn't want to chance it, so I just came and parked in the parking deck because it's right across from the terminals. And you know, now I got to pay $20 because it was daily parking. So I mean, but it is what it is, because I ended up actually getting to the gate 45 minutes prior, which is like perfect timing. But I want to say to all the new hires or people who are inspiring to be flight attendants, once you get the job, be sure to talk to senior people who know how to work the system as far as scheduling, so you can get that flexibility, so you can have some days off, so you can use these benefits. Because a lot of times crew scheduling is not going to be your friend, and when they schedule your trips, you're going to be like, dang, I don't have no time off to do anything. So I would suggest you try to learn the system as much as possible to see how it's a finesse. You have to be a finesser when it comes to this job. And like I said, find somebody, talk to a bunch of older people who've been there for a while, who kind of know the system, and just kind of play around with it yourself and see what works out for you. Because that's what I did when I first started. I started asking people like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And then once I started fiddling around with it and started playing it, you know, I got it down pat. But I say that to say this: it's not going to always work in your favor, but when it does, it's great. So until next time, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.